We didn't have big box set DVDs. I paid $30 for 2 episodes of anime, and we liked it.
In 1969, the first man stepped on the moon.
Yes, that song, which I hate.
Fake fan alert!
In Japan, it aired in 1992.
The biggest action show in 25 years.
Hitch to bring Sailor Moon to North America.
Known as Saban Moon.
Before I learned about Beautiful Joe and Henshin Agoto, baby.
No.
But I don't understand one thing.
The panty shot.
If you keep your grades on this thing's getting it beautiful.
I like them thick, says Mitsuki. Shut the fuck up, she gets the holy
Okay, guys.
What? You poor editor.
Hi everyone, welcome to Pretty Guardian Podcast. We are back this week, going through every episode of Sailor Moon, all knowing various trivia and facts about Sailor Moon. That's what we're going with. I'm Kelly.
I'm Michael.
I'm James.
I'm Harrison.
We are in episode 24. It is called Naru's Tears, Nephrite Dies for Love. Or the Deke title was A Friend in Wolf's Clothing.
So let's talk about the layers to that now that we get it.
You can't use a reference to something if you are too many degrees separated from it.
But Michael, don't you get it? Nephrite is her friend, but they think he's an enemy, hence the wolf's clothing. Deep down inside, he's a good guy.
Which now we have to add on that Naru saying this.
Yes!
Not exciting.
Also, it's a friend. It's supposed to be a wolf in sheep's clothing.
But yes, it's the opposite, you see. It's the sheep is wearing the wolf's clothing.
Michael,
Don't choke on your wine, Kelly.
Michael, you clearly don't get it.
Michael, you don't get the depths.
Clearly.
You don't get the depths of Opal, and you don't get the depths of Deke titles.
We see you, Nephrite.
You could actually remake Opal with poor Naru.
Oh my god, you probably could.
Oh.
If you would like Nightmare Fuel, go to Adult Swim's channel on YouTube and look up Opal.
Yeah,
Ask me later.
Yeah.
And
That's,
turn out all the lights and post your social security number on social media.
It's weird, you guys.
It put everyone in the right mood. James missed out, so James is a happy camper. He
Yeah.
just had to be here.
Yeah, I was out buying alcohol.
Yes.
Hooray!
Hooray, alcohol. But yes.
Okay. So we get the conclusion of the Nephrite arc. We get the conclusion of the unfortunate, Naru's no good, terrible, no good, bad day.
Yes.
Naru's most 8th grade adventure.
She's still in love with him, but she saved him, he saved her. Sailor Moon literally
must be
told
in
her
love.
he's a bad guy, he's evil.
Wait, I got one more. Diary of a Bishi Kid.
Oh my
Okay, let's go on. Woohoo!
Okay, so anywho. Yeah,
Basically, she doesn't care. She still loves him.
it's this
basically.
emotional whirlwind. She loves him. She loves him like any 14-year-old girl can love anything. It's
Our adult cynicism knows she's not really there, but
she feels the feeling she's feeling, and they're legitimate, and they're there, and she's gonna run with them no matter what we
and
say.
Nephrite is seeming to give in some fashion, but that's all we know.
Yes, he's rediscovering himself, coming from an
She's
abusive
like, is
relationship.
this love? What the humans call love?
The humans call love. I got some bad news for you, Nephrite. You know what? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it's what humans call eternal sleep.
Oh my god.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's what's gonna happen.
Is it my fate to murder my lover by my very own?
It's amazing how much that comes up.
Yeah.
I just love that was my introduction, my supplementary material.
Which is nice. So your introduction, you, in chronological order, you've actually experienced Sailor Moon pretty good.
Yeah.
Because you went to Sailor V first.
Which means at some point there's going to be a gut punch I'm not ready for,
Which
because
means-
I didn't realize that's how Sailor V would end.
Sailor V is your friend. You know what? It's a gut punch you're probably going to have to wait a while for.
But the foreshadowing is in place.
The foreshadowing is in play. I really hope one day with the popularity of Crystal, and when they're done with Arc 5, that they do a Sailor V OVA.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or a movie, or something.
Yeah, a movie.
A Sailor
or
V
something.
movie. With the end, she dies.
That could be cool. Because with the Eternal movie, the two movies, it's basically Sailor Moon Crystal season 4.
Yep.
They just split it up into 2 movies rather than a season.
Yeah.
So if they did something like that, but like a movie like with Sailor V, that'd
Yes.
be cool. Like
I
that'd
would
be
love that.
awesome.
We all love
I would
Sailor
like to
V
see
here.
some Sailor V content. That'd be cool.
We all like her Puku uniform. That isn't a leotard with a skirt. It's like a cut-off shirt where you can see a
It's
little
more
midriff.
like their school uniform.
Yeah, it's closer to it.
Yeah.
Whereas the Fuku uniforms are like those too, but they're definitely more
All right.
more fantastical.
Moving back to the episode content
Yeah,
and our
sorry.
guesses. So, we hyped up the Jadeite demise, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah, we're pouring one out for Nephrite this episode.
Do we have as much hype to go around this time?
Yes, but in a different way.
So we've been talking about how creepy this whole thing is, but that's kind of in hindsight. There are a lot of fangirls who really love the Nephrite Naru romance.
I still like it on paper if it was done with his manga design where he looks a lot younger.
Yeah.
It's
maybe.
all a vague thing. This man is clearly presented as an adult. We don't get exact numbers, but if you, like I said, if we did the small tweaks where he kept him as a senpai-like character, this is really good. If we, and I'm not saying this as a weird moral thing, don't get on me in the comments. If you don't consider the age and just look at it as a simple story of a schoolgirl, an adjacent love interest, or the best friend of the hero falling in love with one of the villains, it's a nice story.
Yeah.
And this episode is the best of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I will. Yeah, we've said this execution isn't its best form, but there is clearly something here, so I can see what fans of that pairing have going on.
Absolutely, and I still like this episode despite my adult cynicism. There's always going to be something I like about this story because I see what they're trying to do.
All right, judging from the tone, I'm gonna guess the pop-off is more emotional than Mimi.
Remember how everything's been a meme until Nephrite showed up, and then things get more serious? It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same equivalent to the airplane episode.
Got it. I think I know
it's
kind
not
of what
gonna
we're
be
in for.
as Mimi.
My only question that I'm gonna see then in that case is then how much will Naru remember after he's gone?
I don't.
And
Well,
let's see when she coincidentally fates this episode.
When she faints.
Hey, everyone, grab a parfait and let's watch this episode.
All right. Pretty Guardians, make up! Cutting onions in here, I think. A little sad this episode. Sad.
My eyes are
Very
straining.
different than the Jadeite one, like we were saying.
Yeah.
Let's just get right into the events. We should just. There's a lot of ground to cover here.
Yeah, it's a heavy episode. It's
Yeah, a lot happened.
a lot. So we start off sad. Hopefully the episode will pick up our spirits later.
Yeah.
We're in the playground. We're moping on the slide.
Naru sawing here on the playground, and Naru's real sad.
I was just gonna say, it's so stark just to have immediately sad, pouty Naru that I laughed. Laughing was my gut reaction to how much of the tone shifts.
Yeah.
It's just like happy opening, and then you got the "Hi, I'm Usagi Tsukino," and then it's with her doing her ditzy little laugh, and then sad.
Yeah.
Watching sad Naru for her obviously evil beau is like, it's like that same energy as like teenagers who like free Jared, and Jared got arrested, like he just spent a night in the tank for like a minor in possession.
Yeah.
It's got that same energy.
She's just bummed out. She's like, I
Very
know,
sad. It's
I
like,
know
I
he's
can't-
bad, but I still love him. I can't do anything about my feelings. You can't help who you
I
fall in
can't
love
forget
with.
him.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah, what a dilemma. She actually says that.
Yeah, of course, Vince will go to the producers.
Oh,
What a dilemma.
Producers.
It's just like, what do I do? And it's like, it sucks.
I know.
It sucks.
And she's like, you have someone you like, right? And Usagi's like, yeah.
course.
She's like, then you know how it feels.
It's like, my boyfriend didn't lie and hold people hostage and steal their energy.
First off, she's not with anyone.
And also, that's not my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Tuxedo
I have
Mask
someone
is
I
still
like.
withholding information.
Yeah, I have someone I like, but I'm not actually.
But admittedly, he said I can't reveal that yet, so there's a lot of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't about Tuxedo Mask.
It's like, even Usagi's like, bitch, I daydream.
All the time.
I'm handling this more like a regular 14-year-old girl. Not saying that 14-year-old girls don't get swept up in romance, but it's just a bad beat, y'all.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
And I got the bailout brooch for when I got to transform. when the chips are down.
And she's just not having a good time.
Nope.
It's like, I'm hurting, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna just pick up a moody CD and just kind of sit with my feelings. What is this, 1992? I'm gonna pick up a Jewel CD. I'm gonna sit down with my feelings.
I'm gonna get my new Yusuke Amade record.
Yeah. Some
Naru was
moody
the one
jazz.
that was listening to all the jazz. Yeah.
That's true. Just getting some moody blues.
Yeah, for a sophisticated adult woman in love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Children.
Come on.
Then it comes to Nephrite. He's chilling in his chair. He's like, why did the crystal react? Was it Naru's love for me? And like he starts having all these like flashes of Naru and like thinking about her.
Could it be love?
And he's like, Sailor Moon knows Naru. So Naru, she must know who Sailor Moon is.
Mm-hmm.
Nephrite's putting,
Like,
he's finally doing 2 + 2, and he's about to write
2 + 2 equals Naru.
And you see Zoisite being all sneaky and like watching from like a corner, like
Shady bitch.
He's watching from like another building. No, wait, that's later. I
yeah,
think.
yes, later.
But he's like, tee, I have a plan of my
So like, so that's how it is. So he's in love with the
We'll kidnap. I'll steal it.
Yeah, by the way, Nephrite mentions his plan is to use Naru. And
Yes.
so Zoisite's, well, look who's in love legitimately.
It's
Like, okay.
Well, to be fair to a twisted villain who doesn't know anything, is being gaslit himself.
Yeah.
Like, this is what love is.
Sure.
That's how Kunzite talks about me. So that must be what true love is.
God.
There's a pattern here.
The abusive cycle of love. Love.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's put up that hotline number. 24-hour support.
Yes. So Nephrite, he goes to Naru's room.
Just up here.
Yep, and he uses this crystal to see if he can see any scans like her body to see if there's any signs of the silver crystal.
Yep, you can just attack this girl's pure. She's got a pure heart.
Yep,
And
you
it's-
see like everything.
And he's just like,
It's
maybe
like,
the crystal's inside someone's body, which is a weird way to word it. Because when you say inside someone's body, it makes it sound like it's physically there. Like, just reach on in. There it is.
There it is.
Like you could just put them on the table and do
Yeah, the
surgery.
human
water
silver
on the
crystal
knee.
is now vestigial. It can be removed and sold for monetary gain.
Is it crystal in the ribs?
Operation!
He's like, and then Nara wakes up. She's like, Mr. Sanjay. He's like, no.
Did you butt dial a YouTube video to start?
The podcast.
Oh my
I
God.
was checking comments.
Oh.
and
Welcome to Pretty Guardian Podcast, the only podcast
Oh, it's
that's
still
listened
playing,
to Pretty
stop.
Guardian
Yeah,
Podcast.
stop the fuck.
Damn it! I thought
We know the show!
Yeah,
Closed
we're
it.
on it right now.
Go away.
That's
Jesus.
funny.
I'm sorry, folks.
Yes, she said it herself. That's funny. Pretty Guardian Podcast is funny, and you should listen.
Pretty good.
Even while listening to Pretty Guardian Podcast.
This advertisement is paid for and sponsored by Pretty Guardian Podcast.
Pretty Guardian Podcast approves this message.
Yes.
Did we say Pretty Guardian Podcast enough this episode? Can we?
Pretty good.
We've hit the quota.
Pretty
Okay,
good
cool. Let's go.
podcast.
Raid Shadow Legends!
Brought to you by Squarespace.
Weebly! Anyway. Does a scan. There is no silver crystal. The MacGuffin is not here
Michael.
this episode.
Yep.
Michael,
No.
did you talk about the Raycon earbuds?
Not-
So Nephrite's outside. She's like, Boss, here, Sanjay. And he's
Oh
like,
yeah, Naru wakes up.
and he's like, no, I've been lying to you. I'm Nephrite.
He's like behind like a curtain talking to her, but
Yeah,
she
he's
knows that he's
all
there.
Let's keep track. He told her one truth And then he's like, and then he starts lying. He's like, but I'm madly in love with you. I need your help. I need your help. I want to join Sailor Moon and betray
I'm from
the
this
evil
evil
organization.
organization where love doesn't exist. We kill each other for personal gain.
She's not wrong.
I'm thinking of joining Sailor Moon and her, like...
There's no love in our evil organization. Just what a way to word that. It's so... It's like, oh yeah, this is a show for young people. What a way to say that. It's like when you sign up to the company, it's like, no love!
Love.
Cut that shit out.
Yeah, I do love.
You can accrue up to 3 weeks of PTO. It does not roll over for compensation.
They have chocolate parfaits as long as they're not on a date. Only for scheming.
You may share a +1 minion seating.
But Nephrite's never had a chocolate parfait, so it's not a... It's not
Because you didn't cash it in yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jadeite casts that chick on all the time. You know it. You know Jadeite was like dipping French fries in his milkshake, and he was just having a good time.
Yeah, there's a couple like chocolate stains in the journal.
Yeah, just some smudges.
But yeah, just straight up tells Naru, I have been lying to you. My alter ego you fell in love with is false. I'm at your balcony in the middle of the night.
Yes.
How long have you been watching me? Just a few minutes.
But Dad, I love him.
Her name is Nephrite.
Well, then he's like, but
And
I really
evil,
love you.
From an evil organization.
But you've shown me the way. And she's like, I knew it. I knew it. I told you, Daddy, I can change
And yeah, so Nephrite proceeds to ask Naru for pictures of Spider-Man. I mean, Usagi.
And he's like, surely you know Sailor Moon, so we can, hook up and, be friends. She's like, I really don't. I'm so sorry.
She's like, no, I don't know anything about
And then he
Sailor Moon.
says,
I want to help you, but I don't know anything.
You don't believe me?
Yeah, and she's like, no, I believe you, I just don't know. And he's like, that's unfortunate. And usually that's followed by getting shot in the head. But he's like, oh, that's unfortunate. Well,
Damn.
guess I better go. And she's like, no. She opens her window. She's like, I want to help you. And then sassy bitch himself across the building.
Watching.
Just like, ooh, I know what I'm going to do.
Ooh, Nephrite's in love.
All right, you skanky hags, all three of you, you're going to kidnap this girl, and we're going to betray Nephrite and get that dark crystal, because it'll help me find the silver crystal.
Yeah.
Zoisite is living his wet dream right
Oh,
now.
yeah, dude.
It's like, ooh.
He is
I can
his best
find the
life.
silver crystal. I can shit on Nephrite.
It's
I've got
great.
3 hags helping me.
Mom's
this is
gonna
the
be so
best
proud of
day.
me. I'm gonna have so much fun, and I'm gonna ruin this skank's already bad day. Ooh. And in the middle of the night, I guess Usagi's mom is still up watching some late night dramas,
I guess.
and she answers the phone and realizes like, "Hello, oh my kid does have to work up in the morning, but I'll wake her up."
Yeah.
Hey, Naru's on the phone.
Naru's on the phone.
And
Usagi comes downstairs. She's very sleepy.
Well, I think she says someone's on
Phone
the
call.
phone phone call for you because Usagi comes downstairs like, who could be calling at this hour?
Yeah.
I swear to God. And so not one of the girls because they've got the little compact communicator.
Yeah.
So she goes down. She's like, who is it? It's like, oh, Naru, what's up? And then she's like, this is when the red flags go up, and props to Usagi for responding the way she does afterwards. She's like, you know, like that guy I'm in love with and how he's bad and stuff, and like...
Sob.
bad stuff. Yeah, like, bad things. And it's like, yeah? She's like, you know, I forget about it. I just want someone to talk to. It's stupid.
I've already calmed down.
Yeah, talking to you helped. Thanks a lot.
She's like, I don't know what to
see you
do. She's
later.
like, I need to find Sailor Moon, but I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
And then,
I'll find her later. And then I'll just talk to you later. Goodbye. And then Usagi's like, we're going to go see Naru. Let's go. This is weird. And
so Usagi's like, oh, she's worried about.
and
She's
then
very worried. And then
Nephrite's
Nephrite's like,
listening in. He's like,
Usagi
Usagi Tsukino.
Tsukino.
And he put it together. He's like, there you go.
Well, he hasn't put it together quite yet. So Usagi, she breaks out in her school, changes her school uniform real fast.
I guess it was just laid out and easy to put on.
Yeah. She's running down the street and towards Naru's house to check on her, and then the road starts to, warp and, change.
AKA, the frame stops, colors start appearing, and someone rotates the picture.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it also twists and, it's not just a static image rotation.
It's a warp.
Yeah.
And so Usagi's like, oh, I need to transform. So she transforms.
Troop transform.
And that's when Nephrite's like, I know who you are now.
You've activated my trap
She
card.
fell for the genjutsu.
And she's like, please don't tell anyone.
Seeing is believing.
Seeing is belief.
And he's like, please don't tell anyone I'm Sailor Moon.
Which the
And he's like, the secret's out.
The seeing is believing line to me translates to me as, wow, it really is this dumb high school kid.
Middle
Well, how
school
about
kid.
that?
Middle school kid.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
So he starts attacking her, and then Tuxedo Mask shows up.
He does, and he hasn't shown up in a while to like do his thing.
Yeah, and I dare say he did not do a... He didn't stick around long this episode.
To be fair, the bad guy left and then he left.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he showed up and he's like, you won't harm Sailor Moon as long as I am here. Or like, Sailor Moon will not be defeated by the likes of you as long as I am here. And he jumps down, he's like, and he's right, he's squared up. He's like, alright.
And then Nephrite,
Let's
he
go.
gets like this, he hears Naru calling for help. Like,
And he's like, well shit, I gotta go, I guess.
yeah, he's like, gotta go. And he like,
Is that when he's
leaves.
instantly like, Zoisite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just dips and then Tuxedo Mask's like, alright,
So you saw
Peace,
he's
you
freaking
good?
out
See ya.
about like, oh no, what is Luna gonna say to me now that he knows I'm Sailor Moon and da.
Tuxedo Mask is how we know
Yeah.
he is separate from Mom. Where it's like, you're a smart girl, you figure it
You'll
out.
figure it out.
Bye.
And he just leaves.
Deuces.
What?
No. We'll send a patrol car around.
Only one per episode. I'm sorry, I can't help. See ya.
He's like, no, you'll figure it out.
I gotta find the silver crystal too. Remember? See ya.
Yeah. We still may not be friends or foes. I don't know.
I don't know.
Friends or
We'll stay
foes?
ambiguous.
It's okay.
Even though I said I'll protect you as long as I live. So, but don't worry about that. You
Yeah.
see their romance? They said a similar thing. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Have you
See you
found
later.
my lies, Usagi?
Oh my god.
I've been lying to you too. Well, actually, I told you the truth and said I just can't reveal things yet because I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know it myself. You know what? This isn't about me. It's about Naru. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
Amnesia is a valid writing device.
I have two identities. No problem. Yeah. So we cut to,
Nephrite, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we
going
got
to try to save Naru.
and he's like, "Why am I worried about it?" And then we get a weird shoujo image of her just running. And,
No, this is when
No,
Naru's being
she's tied up in the
kidnapped.
church.
I'm talking about when he has the weird memory or fantasy of her running in her.
Oh,
school
he has a
uniform.
flashback of like,
Oh.
I don't care about her. Images of him caring about
Okay.
her.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, we're in the secret.
Yeah, and then
Area.
monsters have like kidnapped her, and Nephrite at least finds a note from Zoisite saying that he wants the dark crystal in exchange for
Give me
Naru.
the dark crystal for your girlfriend. Hugs and kisses, Nephrite.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's like,
That's how you.
well, I have no reason to do this. I don't need her. I just need the dark crystal.
He'll never
But then
dark
again-
crystal.
Zoisite never told me he hated being on this planet so goddamn much.
Yeah, bitch wants to step. He's going down. If you want to die, that's fine.
You just lost your breathing privileges.
And then he lights it on fire, and it goes up, and the monster's like, "We have her, and now we'll do the thing." And Nephrite shows up, and he does not waste any time fucking some hoes up.
Yeah, it cuts to them in this like rundown place. Like this is a really rundown spot of
It looks
town.
like a bar from the outside, but it also
Yeah.
has stained glass windows.
Yeah.
It's like the Tabernacle in Atlanta. It's just a rundown church that's been converted into a concert venue.
Wow, that is specific.
It was a Shanko commercial, okay? I think we've already...
We should do a Shanko commercial.
Anyway. So he just comes in and starts just wasting bitches. And then he pulls
Yeah,
out
they
a super,
start
like,
fighting. It's pretty
crystal
dope.
sword. And he's about to impale this bitch, and he stabs her close to her face, like, you tell Zoisite he's never going to get this fucking dark crystal. He's got a fucking problem with me. He can step to me himself. Mm-hmm. I don't play.
And she goes. That's the
And
end
she's
of the
like,
conflict.
okay.
So he frees Naru, and he's like carrying her.
Yeah, they're just having a nice little thing. And then, and then he is being sincere. He's like, it's not going to work. I'm a bad
He's
dude.
like, yeah, I've been lying to you.
I've been
the
lying
whole
to you,
time.
and I'm just going to keep lying to you. It's a bad thing. And she's like, I can live with that. It's like, baby girl.
no.
No.
And she's
Girl.
like, as long as you stand by my side, I can put up with all the lies in the world. Like, no.
No, that's not how that works.
Even
No.
Nephrite's here like,
No.
girl, no.
And she's like, oh no, you're injured. And now we're in full shoujo territory.
Yep. So
They
she
sit
tells like,
down
take
by
off
a
your
tree.
jacket. Then she rips part of her pajamas.
Not a practical part like her sleeve or something. It's like the middle, like
Yeah.
above her belly. But it's like one half it because, pajamas are buttoned up. And she rips it off and she ties him a little
Ties it
armband.
around his arm. Where he's
She's
injured.
like, I really like chocolate parfaits at this one place, don't you? And he's like, yes, I love chocolate parfaits. She's like, you lied again. But it's okay because it's a good lie because you said it to make me feel like I can relate to you. He's like, you were jumping through hoops, girl.
No.
You were jumping through more hoops than Superman 64. You gotta calm it down.
Yeah.
And he's like,
But they laugh about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's like, yeah, I
no.
wanna
The thing they laugh about is she's like, we should go get some one day.
should get some chocolate
And
parfait.
he's like,
Oh.
yeah, I'd like that.
No, he's got a...
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and then she's like, oh wait, will your evil organization give you a day off for that?
And he just looks confused.
Yeah, because it's sincerely something a middle school girl would ask. And they laugh, and the answer is yes. Jadeite did that shit all the time. Stupid bitch. Jadeite,
Yeah, you think all these plans were about stealing energy? You think he didn't want to just open up a pet store for kicks?
Yeah. He had so many side projects. He had an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
And you know, all his side projects had to be running like at the same time for him to get them all like off the ground.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely, absolutely. Nugget was like, "Listen, I'm on the phone with this
he
eccentric
had, like,
billionaire,
a
and he wants to
spreadsheet
like."
going on of like what all the side projects.
He like wants to
had
open a
doing at the
strip
same
mall in the
time.
Jubon district. He is buying out all these places. We are going to be rich.
I think we're going to see return before the third quarter. We're in.
We're in. Absolutely. We like your ideas. The young crowd loves you. You're going to get all that allowance money. Like you got it hit. Fitness, pets, candy.
You got a radio
clocks.
broadcast.
You got a radio broadcast set up. You got a good gym.
Oh
you got fortune telling.
My God, man.
Yeah, cruise ship.
Like,
That's on loan.
Yeah, they're not going through Nugget for that one. Let's stop talking about better times. Let's go back to the awkward times we live in right now.
And they obviously do it to be very stark, but they're having a laugh, and of course, you know this episode. We got to wrap up this episode.
Yeah, we've already seen Sailor Moon.
In one frame, just everything. Music stops, red filter, we are being attacked.
Honeymoon's over. Here is Thor thorns. Here's 4 wooden spears through the fucking chest.
Here's a precursor to Asuka getting the Lance of Longinus 9 times over through her stomach.
Yeah, and it just goes right through. Let's see when that happened. It was funny. So it goes right through this man.
Yeah, funny. That's what I'd call
Yeah.
that. He gets clapped in the shoulder.
And then
Just right
she's
through
just
him.
straight up like
Shoulder, chest area.
Not on the side of his heart though, against it. And then she's like, "All right, it's all over for you. Surrender the silver crystal and let the girl go." He's like, "Deal. Get out of here, Naru."
Yeah. And Naru...
She's like, "No, I love him." And she grabs that spear and she starts pulling it
They
out.
start trying to pull him out.
And starts draining her energy too, and she starts yanking it. And let me say, despite all his plans, I know we keep dwelling on Jadeite, but Jadeite would never. This is too low.
Would never fall in love, would never...
Would never stoop this low to get energy. He had plans, but he was never cheap. He never just show up and impale someone and just drain their energy, especially his co-workers.
Yeah, he knows lightning rods are inefficient.
He's like, how dare you? I'm playing the long game. Okay. And then you see his, 5-year plan.
And Nephrite tells her, he's like, no, Naru, leave me, don't, stop, leave
And
me.
she's like, no, I love you. And then, leaves. No, leave, no. And she starts pulling it out, and then the monster's like, she's actually doing it.
Yep, it moved a little bit.
Her power
They
is
attack
amazing.
again. And that's when
Nephrite, flips her over, and he takes just an explosion of little cherry bombs, literally, to the back.
Yeah, I guess they are cherry bombs.
And he starts bleeding green. He's like, listen, girl.
I'm about to go
get
full
out of
Piccolo.
I am already gone. Run away.
And then she's shocked and mortified and having a bad moment. The time is... And then Jai appears give me that rock.
Zoe shows up, yeah.
And he's like, give me that rock. He's like, fine, fuck off. He's like, well, good.
He says, alright, give him a good beating to finish him off.
No, he's like, we'll leave him here to die with his lover, but that sounds too good. Just beat him up to finish him off, because, you fucking... Get out of here.
So is that, you whore.
But luckily, before that happens, the girls show up.
Yep.
And they're like, how dare you mess with people in love And I get what she's doing.
They all do their catchphrases.
They
Usagi
do.
does her, and they will all punish you. Mercury does her, douse yourself in water and repent. And Mars does her, and then Mars, I'll chastise you. It's like their catchphrases, and it's the best. I'm like, yeah.
And then, like always, Ami walks up. She's like, all right, let's do a special move.
Yep.
She causes the mist, and
She
then
does her bubble spray.
Usagi and Ray do the combo attack.
Yep.
And they fight all three monsters at the same time.
Yeah, because they're all standing like right next to each other.
If you want to be stupid hoes, that's fine. And then it breaks down, and then just Nephrite's just reflecting. It's like, look, I'm real sorry.
Like, Sailor Moon, your true identity remained a secret.
Yep, because you know the rules. If you figure it out, you're dead.
Yep.
I would love, like, I could just tell Naru, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And then he's like, you know, it's
I
too
don't
late.
think we'll be having this chocolate morphine.
And he's just like, you know, similar thing. Like, man, maybe this being evil thing wasn't so great. Wow, I wish I discovered this earlier. I guess I lied to you one more time. And then he returns to the earth.
Just
He
ethers
throws
away.
Thanks for being part of my life.
And then props, yep. And then props to Naru for the voice actress for Naru. She's in agony.
Yeah.
And since you're just standing away, like,
And they're crying too.
there's nothing we can do
Tears
about
in
it. It
their
just
eyes.
sucks.
They're all crying.
Poor Naru. It just sucks.
Very sad.
Yes, he's a bad guy, but she's still going through a lot of personal
She
pain.
watched a man die.
The pain is real, and despite the situation, despite our
And
adult
then she watched him
cynicism,
die very violently.
Yeah,
too.
violently.
Like, it wasn't even like...
it wasn't like going softly on a sweet night, like getting hit by an airplane. No, you were impaled.
No, he was
and blown
impaled.
up by
And
bombs.
then blown up.
And then
He is
saved
not going
her.
into deep freeze. Jedi could theoretically come back. He's just in the deep sleep.
No,
You know?
he vanished. Yeah, no. Nephrite vanished into the ether.
His
gone.
body is gone. He is
Yeah.
dead, dead, dead. And that's all she wrote, dude.
Yeah,
that's
And
the
it
end
just
of the episode.
ends there. It's just like
it's rough.
Hey,
you
That
said earlier,
sucked.
that sucked.
Usagi's wish came true.
He became a good guy at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the monkey's paw, one finger.
Yeah! Oh no! Alright, Bummer Gang, what was the best?
Yeah, it was a bummer episode, but...
I think the best, despite the fact that I don't think we led to it very well, this was a great way to cap it off.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that Nephrite was redeemed, and I think Naru, despite her inexperience in age,
Yes.
had something worthwhile.
Well, it's still an emotional thing. It still happened. It was still positive. Nothing negative happened. Well, negative stuff happened to her.
Yeah.
Nothing inappropriate happened to her.
And I fully realize it is impossible to look at this one without the adult cynicism now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it
it's
tugged at the heartstrings.
She had a good life experience before this happened. Now she has a horrific one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting our therapy.
What would you have done to prevent
That's what we're
this?
talking about. Naru did a lot of therapy, especially after this episode.
Yeah, it's
So-
a lot.
And you mentioned whether or not she remembers that, and now I have a definite. I remember an episode that gives me a definite answer.
Yep. But yeah, absolutely. That's the best part. Is just Naru going through all these phases in this experience. It's just a good little story arc. It would have been a lot better if, like we proposed last episode, if they started as soon as Nephrite showed up.
Yeah.
And had like this coincide with this arc. But even then, it was still done really well, especially for the time. This is like some Macross level shit. This is some good stuff.
Right.
What's the best, James?
Nephrite's hero moment, just taking
Yeah.
the cherry bombs to the back.
And Kelly, what's the best?
Yeah, I think it's kind of you guys were saying. Like,
The whole episode is just
yeah,
kind
it's
of
a
the
good
best.
episode.
It's just really good.
Nephrite, I guess maybe Nephrite finally you turn it around
And everything was better from the last one. Even Usagi's like,
Do you
okay,
think
I
he was
learned the lesson
really
I
like
wanted to.
redeemed, become a good guy, or was he just?
I think redemption is earned through more actions. I mean, he did less than Kylo Ren did. But I think he repented, yes. Is he redeemed? That's an argument for theologians and stuff like that. But I think he did repent from the ways he wanted to be.
Yeah.
I think he
I
wanted
could
to
say
turn his
Naru
ways, but
was
he's
a
in too
big
dead.
thing, especially him dying and stuff.
He
but
did give up
he
his life for
actually,
someone
like,
else. So
yeah.
yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
More cynical people would say no. I would say yes.
Because it could be argued that he's just like lying again and not really like.
No, he took the big L. He died.
Yeah.
He
Like,
died.
he at several points was willing to
once
his
again,
life for
if the
someone
story
else.
was introduced earlier, it would have been better towards a redemption arc. But yes, for the time we've had, and like seeing this as just a two-parter special, yes, absolutely. The worst is Zoeth being cheap with his hags. Just you can't even give him a moment, can you?
Nah.
No, actually, well, story-wise, yes, but also the cynical worst, the adult worst is, I'm fine with you lying to me. No, that's not okay.
That does not age at all.
Credit to Nephrite. He did say, no, that's not okay.
Yeah.
He said, we can't be together because I will continue to lie to you because I'm a bad person.
In that moment, Nephrite is the guy who knows he's kind of scummy and like has like casual affairs. Is like and like someone drunk is coming at him. He's like, no, you're under the influence. Stop.
Nephrite could have become a good person, I believe. But there was not enough time. He was in too deep.
Yeah, I feel like if they'd spent a little more time with it, they really could have made him.
But the worst is Naru being okay with someone who lies to him. That's the worst.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Yeah, that's my worst too.
MVP though, I'm torn between Naru and Nephrite. It's both a good episode for both of them.
Yeah.
It's a really good episode for both of them, and I hate to say it, but this might be the only opportunity we can give Naru a bit.
It really is.
An MVP.
Yeah.
So I think we gave it to Nephrite next time. I think I'm going to give it to Naru this time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Naru
emotional
or
stuff.
Nephrite?
Naru.
Narfrite.
Narf. Narf. She and the voice actors acted the hell out of this episode.
Yeah.
It was very emotional. It was very good. It's a good one. And then I think I'm just going to save us some time. I think this one takes a new 3 slot, knocking the last one down. I think that's safe to say.
I would put this at like number 1.
Oh!
I like this one a lot. Well, I'm trying to think of the Masquerade one, because that's what we put it as the number 1. And I will say over the series, it probably holds like, it's the iconic one, it's the one they redo in every series.
We're going to redo this list at the end, so do you want to leave it at number 3 and then we'll go from there?
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 is above the last episode?
Yes. Absolutely. This is what the last episode did, but better in every way.
What?
I'm wondering if is it alright to say that this storyline only...
Yeah.
This storyline only happens in this version of the story.
We've said that already.
The Naru Nephrite thing only happens in this version of the story.
This tells a very good story, and the only thing preventing me from putting it any higher is it's still creepy.
Well, it's still creepy, and they could have done a little bit of better build-up.
Yeah.
I don't even mind the what could have been thing. I do have to look at what is there, and it's still an inappropriate thing. Like I said, if you age him down, if he was a high schooler, if it was a senpai thing...
You know what I will say? Because I know we're kind of abbreviating the best and the worst, because this was such a clear episode.
Yes,
it's not very divisive.
No.
No.
And then I know all the episodes are around the same length, but this one had no filler. It was just boom, boom.
My only worst, and I hesitate to call it worst, because it almost works.
Yeah.
Is by the time, Naru's bandaged up Nephrite, and they're just having a chill, conversation. Yeah. By that point in the episode, I've actually warmed up to the idea of them, having a genuine conversation.
It's nice.
It's cute.
They get attacked. The moment the Sailor Scouts show up, with the theme music and the catchphrase, it's almost tacky.
Yes.
After all this.
Yeah.
Even though their catchphrases are really good and it's cool they're using them, that should be used at a victorious moment.
In a weird,
not at a everything's gone to hell moment.
We're having a tragic shoujo over here. You just busted in with a sentai.
Yeah, exactly. And it's jarring, and the only redeeming way it could be jarring and okay is if you're into some experimental art kind of thing, and the juxtaposition is what's getting you off, and that's kind of your thesis statement.
Yeah.
But to me, I was just I was enjoying that other thing.
Yeah.
Go back to
Even
that.
If they showed up, and it was
Stop touching stuff, Harrison.
I'm sorry. Even if they showed up, I feel like we weren't saying anything important there. I feel like you cut that out.
That's fine.
Even if they showed up and it kept the similar tone, they showed up, did their thing, and left.
Yeah.
It is cool they all said their catchphrases, but maybe on a different occasion.
You know what?
I love them saying all their catchphrases. I don't know if they've said all of them
I don't think
together
they have.
before.
You know what? If I had to compromise, if they showed up, did their catchphrases, and the music was different.
Yeah.
because it had like the fanfare, the
Yeah.
or whatever it sounds like. If they had like the somber violin from earlier, like maybe that would have been more menacing.
Just know the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, know the tone. But this is a good one. This is a good 2 episodes. It's our first, like, I'd consider a real 2-parter.
Yeah,
it's officially labeled a 2-part. That's totally a 2-parter.
Yeah, it's basically a 2-part. It's not officially one, but it basically
Yeah.
they lead into each other. So it's like
Does the original Sailor Moon not have 2-parters?
They're not labeled as 2-parters, but they're parters.
They
like
seem
Usagi's
very
birthday and all that.
even the Usagi birthday episode, which is in initial season 3, in the Japanese, it's not labeled as part 1 and part 2. In the Deke title, it's part 1 and part 2, but in the Japanese version, it's not.
But
It's
even the
still
finale is not labeled
and
part 1 and part 2, which
No,
absolutely is a part 1 and part 2.
So it's like, yeah,
They
none
don't
of the titles are said part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, but they're part 1
maybe it
and part
depends on like where, like what region it's in, and like they won't title it, but maybe in the advertising it's one of those like whoever the
But I'm sure when this aired, it was aired as a 2-part special.
yeah, like the maybe like the Toonami or the Jetix block or whoever's airing Sailor Moon at the time is just like, and hey, you
Listen,
know,
by the time Jetix came out, Sailor Moon was long off the air.
come back tonight at 4 p.m. I don't know when was Sailor Moon air, 5 p.m.
No, it's about the right time.
Or for our Sailor Moon back-to-back special.
I think Toonami kicked off with like Thundercats and like another like Johnny Quest or something, a non-Japanese show, and then it was like Sailor Moon followed by DBZ.
Sure.
And then they started adding more stuff like Ronin Warriors and Gundam Wing and
God, Toonami back before Tom.
yeah,
was
when Moltar
there.
was the host,
Yeah.
and he'd beam the anime through his little bunker.
All right.
But,
I think that is an episode right there.
That was a good episode. Kelly, what's next?
Next episode, we're taking a turn. The episode is called Jupiter, the Powerful Grow in Love.
Do you want to?
The English title is... The English title is pretty great. It's called Jupiter Comes Thundering In.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's not bad.
Sailor Moon giveth, Sailor Moon taketh away.
And we're finally getting our girl Jupiter.
This is like
Finally.
this is like when we got to Venture Brothers season 5, and I'm like, yeah, they're in New York, Brown Round, we got the new stuff. I miss
Season
Doctor.
6.
I miss Dr. Orpheus.
Watch season 7. Back episode 1.
I'm
yeah,
enlightened.
They're reset. They're getting the They're resetting the new status quo.
Anyways, so we get Jupiter, and there's a couple other new things.
And we start a brand new arc, and it's not led
it's
by the villain.
Yeah, it's another arc that starts up, and a couple other new things like start happening to like the formula start happening.
Hope
in
you
that
like
episode.
prismatic crystals, my friend.
I feel like I don't remember all this.
Oh, then you're gonna have a good time. Jupiter's here. Like, we've had a rough couple episodes, guys, and we're getting a big reward.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Also, just a little peek behind the curtain into the sausage factory.
Yeah, part of the
where the
kimono a
sausage is
little
made.
bit.
It's pretty late, and I'm moving in the morning. Do you guys want to do another one? Do you have one more in you? Is anyone having any pressing things?
I am down for it. I thought Brett would want me in this one, but we can get him on
We can do another one. Just tell
Let's
Brett,
do
like,
it. Let's do it. I am down because we've
I'm
been
down
waiting for this one.
I've been waiting for this one.
I've been waiting for it. Also, I love it when we do a session, we get 3. That way, I can have a +1 net gain to the backlog.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can tell Brett, be like, sorry, dude,
He'll be fine. We'll get him on more
We'll
episodes.
get him on another episode. But yeah,
Fuck it, we'll watch it again with him.
yeah, that's true. We can
Who knows?
actually watch it again with him.
Well, yeah, but that's not for
I
the
love
podcast.
the next episode.
Yes,
so,
it's
yeah,
really
I'm
good.
totally down for that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, then
All right.
we'll see you next time. Remember, Sailor Moon says, seriously, if you know their identities, you're gonna die.
Yeah, it happens so many times.
Yeah.
They find out who they are, and then they don't get to tell anybody, and then they die. It happens all the time.
At least this time it wasn't Beryl literally murdering her own
Yeah.
guy after he says, I know who they are.
It's true. It's true. Most of the time that doesn't happen, but...
All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye, everybody!
Bye.
All right, Kelly, go put on your Sailor's Jupiter fuku.
I know.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You got the good wig and everything.
Jupiter's my girl. Oh, Jupiter.